Okay, the reason for research, people, is going down. Wanderer is going down. In between Wanderer's legs, Ray. Very scary. Very good, very scary. But it takes research. You know what I'm saying? It takes research into this. Now, we pointed to this right away just for the excitement of how scary it is. Now, if you go up his left leg, you can see a uni. Okay, so we're going to have a uni that's going to go into his talons for the black-yellow kind of crazy stuff, all right? And you're going to have kind of like a thing that you can go into, which is going to be really weird. You can kind of go into something that's like a little bit of a ray. Of course, we have to get into like a mouth and an eye kind of thing, okay? Because eyes are pretty crazy in this one. Fumito, has this crazy evil mindset. And you have to remember of things like Pokemon Scarlet, you know? You have to remember of just like common things, you know? There's a lot of crazy things that you can think about, you know? One of the things that I like to think about is going underneath Wanderer's cape, okay? And got to get an A, right? A, you know what I'm saying? A, because she's going to say A to you. It's going to be very scary, you know? She's going to say A to you, A. And I like to go with that because guess what? Have some pink red blood vein eyes, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing to go with, especially with like fantasy, because, well, if you're going to think of fantasy, you're going to use your eyes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you're going to think of fantasies. Yep. All of those fantasies that you want to do to her, you know what I'm saying? And if you've paid attention, you know, okay, let me try and show you something really disturbing, because I know that's what people like. They like disturbing things. Okay, so a vagina mouth, right? An eye, right? But if you want, you can keep looking at this and you can change it around. And this might be the reason for console N. This way we get boobs and legs. See? And now if we get into the little diamond shape, because we got Sonic Underground, remember we're under Wanderer, right? But also, remember we have Xenoblade characters that are very creepy. Xenoblade 3 characters. We have Sonic 3, Xenoblade 3. You see what I'm saying? Okay, now you're paying attention. See what I'm saying? That's it. Just pay attention because Amy, right? Yeah, and then what's another one we know? Sonic CD, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's the art of just paying attention to creepy thing after creepy thing after creepy thing. You know, pink nipples, all kinds of crazy things, right? Okay, so now the reason we talked even about that stuff was if we choose, right, to go up above this pubes, whatever this pubes thing is, and we get into the cape, now we're finally on the cape. We're not going to go far up into the cape. We're going to go into a mouth and a pocket monsters, you know, legs, right? Pink vagina underneath those shorts. See what I'm saying? So that's why we did not get too complex. And, you know, like pubes, right? Just didn't want to get so complex, you know? And a pussy is a pussy, man. Like, pussy's a pussy, you know what I'm saying? Right? And this is a very confusing one. I've been trying to figure this one out, but this one's kind of crazy, right? But thank gosh you have up above, okay, if you choose to go up above, you got H and Y, Mary, right? So Mary is an easy thing that leads us into Callie, right? Because Callie's a pussy, you know what I'm saying? And if you go to the right, 1, 2, 3, okay, this is the whole but why kind of stuff, because the but why stuff is very creepy and very crazy. And, you know, saying but why is pretty absurd because a vagina can easily look like a Y, of course, you know. And you, right? So this is what we're getting really creepy because I kind of know the area. I've been researching the area around here, and it's getting very disturbing, and hopefully it's getting like, you know, into insanity kind of things. Now, hopefully I just figure out some things again and again and again and again and again, you know. Hey, listen, remember, there's a blue fairy and there's a pink fairy. Now, blue fairy is important because I'll tell you why blue fairy. Navi is important because we're going to have blue bright, all right? We're going to have yellow bright because the amiibos are amazing amiibos. The Splatoon amiibos, the new Splatoon 3 amiibos, they're amazing. You know, everything is just very scary and, like, you know, crazy, right? So that's the reason we're having that stuff happen. Now, if you are to look at Yu Yu's friend who has a certain eye color, you know what I'm saying? And it's very creepy, just very creepy. It's just going back to the whole amiibo things, right? Who knows? Maybe in the future we will get Devil Survivor amiibos. Who knows? Who knows what's going to go on, right? I do like the side order, okay? This one's kind of difficult to see because it's tiny, right? But what you do, you go to the cape, go to the corner down below, the corner cape of the right corner, and then you go up and you're going to see a 1, 2. Not so difficult, you know, but you're going to see that. It's going to be like some Ray Leg's face, right? So that's pretty cool, right? It's cool. Pubes face, you know, kind of thing, right? And, oh my gosh, I know, right? Oh my gosh, yeah. The rays are always to like the side, you know, because the ray is like a side of piercing light, you know, that kind of thing, right? There's a console NZ kind of thing going there too. So Pokemon, I cannot wait to see the ideas they have for Pokemon, you know. They're got some pretty crazy ideas for Pokemon. Whenever Pokemon ZA decides to show itself, it's going to be really crazy. But yeah, pink Pokemon, we can almost expect a pink Pokemon. And now if we're thinking about this, because this could be early information on Pokemon ZA, remember our donut Pokemon, right? Our berry donut Pokemon, right? So it's going to be pretty crazy, you know. I mean, you're eating something into your mouth. Berry, right? It's going to be pretty nuts. Yes, BP is a very scary, powerful, hidden video game character, very scary video game character. So just expect some things to get pretty messed up. Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC was crazy. It was very crazy, absurd. The talking was good. All the written lines of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, very good written lines. It was just very scary. It was really good. Good DLC. This one, there's that one. Okay, all right. So this is No More Heroes. Okay, there you go. There's our N. That's why I was looking at the H on the cape up above. There's the N. No More Heroes, yep. We have to get into No More Heroes, though, because I've played No More Heroes, and if you've played the second No More Heroes, very, very crazy boss battle in No More Heroes 2. Very, very crazy battle. That battle was insane. I was so glad the first time I got through with it, because if you mess up in a part in that, ooh, man, yeah, you go back to the grind. Ishtar being like Ray because of who stands before me. So whenever she says who stands before me, she's just an amazing, you know, kind of demon passage. And that's the reason why she's had yellow hair, because yellow hair is very scary. That's why when you're looking at Wanderer's Cape, this is what you're looking at, this 1-2 kind of thing right here. Pink, yellow, very crazy. You know, we got to have our Pearl, you know. And Mary and Pearl, pretty crazy thing, you know. Get married, have pearls, you know, that kind of thing. Cartoons that I used to watch, like the Jetsons and the Flintstones. Yeah, pretty crazy TV shows. Bam Bam, you know. Bam Bam. Bam Bam is a really good cartoon character, and I've talked about him before, but he's just very good because of the little notation of music they want with him, because he's Bam Bam. So it's really good design. He's going to be pretty creepy in the future. He has a chance to be very creepy, especially if what I'm seeing from the ideas that they have with him. There is a Tri-Face that is a pretty decent Tri-Face that is. So the way you'd see this, you go to the Cape's center crest. Yes, Zelda's shoe being an eyeball is really crazy. Brown eyes. I mean, you can definitely get brown eyes. That's how you get pink eyes, you know? Right. So it's really hard to, like, you know, get with the stuff that we're thinking about. Pink Yoshi, all kinds of crazy stuff, you know, right? Front cover of a video game, you know. Go up above the shoe. and you'll get into this thing that's like a 1, 2, 3 Y, and it will look like basically spreading, getting kicked in the face, right? And if you were to have it in your mouth, you'd have pussy in your mouth, and you're a pussy because you have pussy in your mouth, that kind of stuff, right? 1, 2, 3, and that's a good ray position too. That's the thing. That's the thing with Mario 64. Mario 64 likes to have these creepy tries because they're like, for sharp feet, right? But like they don't have to be sharp. You know what I'm saying? They do not have to be sharp because sharp feet's Shadow of the Colossus. So that's kind of like the idea behind it. And one of the creepy things that Vengeance loves to do is they like to take the 2 V's and the 33 kind of concept. And the reason they like to do that is because when I was looking at Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance, I was actually trying to look at video games and research what kind of video game I'm actually looking at or why I'm looking at a video game. What you would notice is, yes, you had a pink hair character, which was very scary, right? You had a lot of scary things going on, right? But one of the scary things that you had, right, because you have just quite a bit of crazy things going on. I also like, by the way, going back to the end before I forget this, I do like the end because it's very light, so you have to focus to get to the NH, the No More Heroes. But what I like about the end is it's talking about body posture of legs, because body posture of legs is very, very good, and I love legs. I love legs. So very good posture, and it's right next to a uni. So it's right next to Mario 64. So legs and Shadow of Colossus next to each other in a Shadow of Colossus game. Very crazy, right? But if you're to go with the whole idea is because you remember there are 4 characters in Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance. There's four, right? The 4 Qs, right? And the crazy thing about them is that they talk about, they do a lot of crazy things. They show how a butt can be very scary. And they did that with good movement. They did the darkness with good movement. And then they did, when they were speaking to you, okay, embrace. You know what I'm saying? They weren't being nice to you. They were saying embrace, which was, whoa, they weren't nice at all. And embrace is mean because I'm waiting for the right time to get into embrace, right? But you'll see what they mean by embrace. Embrace is very disgusting. It's time that you embrace your freedom. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're saying to you. You embrace your freedom. That's the creepy thing. Also, if you want to know anything cool I saw in this photo is if you go back to his leg, the left leg, at the bottom of his leg, and you go all the way down there's going to be a thing kind of looks like boobs, Mario 64 kind of crazy stuff, but boobs kind of thing. But if you go down below the BP, we'll just go with the BP for that for now. And if you choose to go down below, and then you go down below again, okay, and, key is Dragon Ball Z. So Dragon Ball Z likes to do this whole key thing, K-I, right? So if you go to the left and you look at these 2 ray legs, darkness legs, right? Yeah, there you go. And, whenever I was playing Splatoon 2, like I told you, Splatoon 2 is such a classic game. It's a very good campaign story to play. Very good. Very, very good. And if you were to follow these braces on his legs and you accept this and you accept what is going on, then you finally go in between the legs and you see Ray just standing there. So there's a lot of crazy things to break down in video games. It depends on how you choose to break down video games. But I thought this was very scary, the way I easily broke this down like this. And also, if you choose to go from his cape and you go to his left, you want to do the challenge of going to the left because you'll see something that's kind of like an Ishtar thing, right? Yeah, I guess we can go for this thing. Let's go for this. If you go all the way down below, well, let's go to the left. How about this? A black top, because we've been seeing a lot of black tops, right? So we're gonna be into black tops, right? We're gonna be the black X's, as females like to put black X's on their nipples, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, sad eyes. Okay, 13, right? And then we're gonna go down 18, 13. There's all kinds of crazy little ideas. Up above is I really like the idea that's up above because I'm really always looking for like bras, boobs. This one's a crazy one right here because this is like a shape. This is a shape that Ico's notorious for, and Ico's really creepy game also, you know? So like Ico doing its little notorious shape to show the other ideas behind it because it likes to get into Mario 64 stuff, likes to get into some crazy things, Splatoon and all kinds of very insane things. Mithra. Okay. Yeah, very creepy because Mithra has black legs, you know? So very crazy ideas coming from Ico. Ico's very insane. Go down, right? Okay, so you could look at this as a white bra and black underwear. See what I'm saying? Now you're paying attention. All right. Now go down. Okay, yeah, very crazy. There's some characters that have wore some clothings in the past. Molly Holly, there's some clothings. There's some people wrestlers that wear clothings, right? Okay, so 1, 2. This is your little smile. You know what I'm saying? Molly will make you smile. All right. So now we're gonna go down. Okay, we're gonna go down, and if we go down, we're gonna go down to a thing that looks like a human. And we're going to get into some further topics. I do like the thing that's to the left of it because it's a 1, 2, 3 Sonic Superstars thing. So I like that because Sonic Superstars, Amy, all kinds of things, Yeah, humans, but that's kind of like that was the thing that had me so excited to tell people about Sonic Superstars because Sonic Superstars was doing a lot of good things going to Enemy Zero. Many times when I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus, here's some crazy things you can find about Enemy Zero, right? And if your blood is dragged on the floor, you can definitely make a human out of it. So, lowly dirt, blood on the floor, you're lowly dirt because there's blood on the floor. And how about we end with a 1, 2, 3 scream? I think that's fine. I always like a 1, 2, 3 scream. That will be to the left. Zelda likes to lay on a bed, so that's kind of be the easiest way you're going to see this but why. But just go to Wanderer's creepy devil shoulder and go to the left, and you'll see this black leg. Everybody's been looking at the Kim Possible stuff, so I think you guys will find this stuff pretty cool, right? And you'll go up here, and you go to the Y, and you'll go up to this will be like a 1, 2, 3 in between the legs, right? And this right here is pretty crazy because there's a lot of crazy ideas we have with it. It's one of my favorite crazy ideas to have with it. It's not just even like legs, Mario 64, all the crazy things. Do you remember the special book, concept art book that you got for Xenoblade Chronicles for your Nintendo Wii? And do you remember how the Wii is spelled with 3 letters, right? VV. Weevil.